Hello, it's me, and I am here trying to encourage you and everyone else in Australia to make sure that you have implemented your Google Analytics for tag so that you can start collecting data from today. I remember how in 2015 when Facebook launched their Facebook Pixel and marketers everywhere were like, what is this? What's going on? I now have to talk to my developer and get something installed on my website. Oh, this is too hard. But everyone who waited missed out on super valuable data and was not able to use that to the best of their ability to make better decisions. And if you're in a competitive market or you just are growth hacking your business, this is something to jump on the second that these tools are made available to us. So it's only going to take less than 2 minutes. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it so that we can make sure that you're winning today. And I'm just going to minimize myself here and give you a quick tutorial. Now, I've already done this, but I'm just going to redo it for you so that you can see. On your analytics account, hit that little admin tab that I just did there. Now you want to create a new property in Australia. So in order for us to have access to that GA4 tag, we need to create a new property and make sure that we are using the apps and web that's in beta. So when you go to create a property in that admin section, you've got web, you've got apps, and you've got apps and web beta. So let's click this one and let's go continue. SPT, let's call this version 3. So I'm going to choose my industry. Now, choosing your industry just gives you benchmarks for anyone else who's chosen that industry. So valuable if you'd like to do it. It's completely optional. I'm going to pick Australian dollars. I'm going to hit create. All right, so here we go. We're ready to sort of set things up now that I've created this. So we want to chuck in our URL. Alrighty, now look at all of these things that GA4 is going to give us and start tracking automatically, you guys. Our tagging experts won't need to be quite as involved unless it kind of becomes a little bit more complex now, which is, really great use for businesses everywhere. We're going to be able to get more data at our disposal without having to pay, experts necessarily to implement, or we can still reallocate that money to having them, turn that data into insight for us. So a great thing all around for data people everywhere. So let's create that stream. Amazing. So as you can see here, it's given me a measurement ID and it's given me a couple of ways that I can implement this. Now, if you have implemented your Google Analytics tag the old school way and you haven't used Google Tag Manager yet, you can just copy and paste this code and implement it the exact same way that you used to or that you did previously. Otherwise, if you've got Google Tag Manager, that's what I'm just going to quickly show you how to do now. So if you've got Google Tag Manager installed on your website, I'm going to show you how to do this. You don't even need to necessarily go to anyone. So this is my Google Tag Manager. I've just loaded it up for the sake of making life a little bit easier. So if I hit the tags on the left-hand side here, I can go, yep, show me a new tag. And of course, Google's made life really easy for us. So then I can hit new tag, I hit GA4 configuration, config 33, and from a triggering perspective, I want it to be across all pages. Now, I do need to configure this tag. So click your tag configuration and see that measurement ID that we had over here. You can hit copy and you can hit paste. Now you can go into some advanced settings here, but for now, it's really nothing to worry about. What I want to have everyone focused on immediately is to just make sure that they've got this installed so that we can start tracking immediately. And all you have to do from here is hit save. Close this down, submit. You can even preview it if you want to make sure that nothing breaks on your website, which is something that is always recommended if you can. If you don't have Google Tag Assistant installed in your Chrome browser as well, that can be a really helpful thing to check that all of your tags are working correctly on your website. And I like to do that just to make sure that things are implemented properly. And I don't need to set this live because I'm just showing you the second version and I don't want to make everything messy for me. But all you have to do is hit submit after that. And then if you'd like to make sure that all things are firing correctly on your website, you can hit this tagging assistant. We can hit refresh. And we can see that everything's firing in the way that we want it to. So that's it for this super lightning fast tutorial. Take it from me as someone who has done both before. These things, when they happen, it always feels like the rug's been pulled out from under our feet. We're scrambling to understand what's going on, and I'm here to guide you. I'm still working it all out, but data is my life, and I am so excited for these changes. If anything, Google's just improved their suite to make data analysis easier for absolutely everyone and more accessible for those of us who can't afford to pay tagging experts. So it's going to, really streamline things, bring new insights and visibility to the effectiveness of our strategies. And I can't wait to share more with you as I learn more and help you navigate the complexity, because Google Analytics and web analytics and turning that kind of information into insight that we can then use to take action, profitable action in our businesses, is why I'm so passionate about marketing intelligence and teaching you everything that I know. So if you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with these things as they change, I am the first to email you as soon as it happens and as soon as I learn more. So if you head over to my website here, you can sign up for my 5-Minute Friday newsletter. I send every Friday super practical tips and ideas of sort of how I'm navigating different things in Google Analytics, how I'm navigating things in Facebook Ads Manager, all of the different attribution tips and hacks that I learn. And I share a super practical tip every Friday. I also will, out of the blue, sometimes send something like this, just like this little tutorial. If there's a big algorithm change or something has been unveiled in the world that I think everyone needs to learn. So make sure that you head on over sptagency.co, and I will keep you in the loop. Thanks guys, have an awesome day, and be sure to reach out if you have any questions.